Masinja Tamaji Jetan, Sanji Kubun Tobaja, the Shada Tamation number of Yambe, Kolon Jajuji said, which never said on the Sambara show.
So, the first thing that we have to do is to set the proper motivation, the motivation of bodhicitta, and to think that one is taking these teachings as a means to attain state of enlightenment, of Buddhahood, in order to help all sentient beings.
Senje Chutilla, Chachin, Siadiri, Tamarazu Chachin, Zochin, Sekeda Chikache, Shivuji Imbasam, Koran, the Shivure, Chachin Zochin singing, Zocheni, Yazeri, Chachin, Zochin Givans on the Vari. Malu Chachin. And the subject which is being explained now is the Mahamudra, the Great Seal. And also it is the great Dzogchen, the accomplishment, and this is something very profound subject. And even the great accomplishment is even higher, and Mahamudra is something like the half of a stage of the great accomplishment. Chaja chimbu siya de kosa mambu yore di tande 동네 라고 보이지. 상하게 거 자신 제는 동반에 단양들을 양고 유전 해지지도 침부. 의세 차지 침부. 대동 송유지. 대라면을 모두 요마리. 대내 가신셰서 수지 셰요. 세부시부셰 도야면도. 오마토바게 네 조고야 말이. So this Mahamudra, the subject of Mahamudra could have many different meanings. And so it is related with the shunyata, the emptiness, and with respect to Tantra, then this term Mahamudra is used with respect to the great bliss, of the clear light of great bliss, and that subject can only be explained to those who are initiated, those who have received empowerment, and one is not entitled without initiation to receive any teachings of the Mahamudra on the tantric level. So actually just to interpret Mahamudra on the level of emptiness alone will not be sufficient, since Mahamudra is closely connected with the Sunju or with the Yogananda, the unity of the state of enlightenment. Chedang Sunju de la Kutu Sunju, Denin Sunju, Dedon Sunju, Pangba Sunju, Toba Sunju, Sa Sunju Mambuyore. So actually when we speak of unity, then we can speak of the unity of the body and mind, and also that we can speak of the unity of the quality of abandonment, and as well as the realizations. So many of these different things are then stand in unity with one another. So that is how we refer to the subject as unity. So with respect to Mahamudra in terms of sutra, then we have in Tibet many different systems, many different schools which propound this profound subject of Mahamudra. And from the side of the teaching, it is perfect, fully qualified teaching. But then from the side of the practitioners, then sometimes there happen to be certain discrimination, saying that my teachings that are good and yours not bad, yours is sort of bad. So this sort of discriminations often turn up from the side of the practitioners. 얘네 미 다동 해마라만 해마츠 미 제부다 왜 강지지르부다니 내지 지주를 스타비오리.
So the great masters of the past can have offered often very sort of high-sounding the names for the subject Mahamudra, such as like the one that produces the simultaneous stage and so forth.
내지 지주를 주로 마덴시아 대관신 검보하게 미스요리. 주주지 멜라리베 저거 코로나리. 멜라리베 송야 수능 안 줄라리다 지고 가상의 쇼사리임바. 레디네 검보하게 수요로 쳇네다 제로 동네. 아니 소마초라 군데 티베고디베 사제로 마르치동 미즈부지다지. 베테네고니 치바나 임바르바.
So this profound subject had been given many different names, and such was the one that Rinpoche explained last time, that when this was transmitted through Milarepa, then to his disciple Thakpo Rinpoche, or the Gambo, then this subject was given the name such the 6 doctrines, and with 5 qualities, and such are the names being given to this subject. And so it was sort of then given in a very elaborate form with many different divisions and branches and so forth.
Keru chumbo nenjoge son nejoba tela ane gauma tela chu sunre gondro ngoji drebu sunjawari tanda yani lari goju chason chire.
So then another transmission of the same subject Mahamudra through another master called Chumban Nanjo, then this time it has another name, sort of such as like Kauma, that is, Kau is like an amulet, and something as a very powerful means of protection. And this time then it was transmitted in 3 different stages. The first one is the preliminary, and the actual stage, and then the conclusion or the result. And so the transmission through this great master, the Chumban Nanjo, then had its own name. This tradition has its own name in Tibet as Shangbakaju. So it's a particular tradition developed at the time of Chumbo master, the Chumban Nanjo. And so when it was transmitted through 7 precious masters of that line, that lineage, then later that the teaching itself was still sort of more elaborated by adding to that 6 doctrines of Dakini Niguma.
Drebu sungu na ngoji te nengu chudu rang yinba radwa nengu ma senga ishi kaduma nengu ma de penshen naru be kunje chire kaduma chire kongu sungja be chu naga chuyo.
So at the time of this time the actual teaching of the Mahamudra, there are 3 stages: one the preliminary, and an actual practice, and then the conclusion. And the actual stage, you find the 6 yogas or the 6 doctrines of Dakini Niguma being added to that. And Dakini Niguma was a relative of the great Master Narupa. So these are the information that one actually should know precisely, and it does not have any separate subject which is not explained with respect to Lamrim, the graduate path to enlightenment. So the content of those are exactly the same.
Jiden gumu soya la ane ngaden dire ngaden dire lamrin be changyo mara ngaja lamrin nan su ru ja chi re lamrin nan su ru inira ta genje jin korang gengre ba gema.
So in the Kagyu tradition, of Tibetan Buddhism that there were many different doctrines being transmitted, such as the four great ones and four smaller ones. And then through such great masters like the Jiten Gombo of the Dung, the Kagyu division, and there they explain the whole doctrine in 5 different parts. And we find the content of those teachings are very much similar, like the ones that we find in the Lamrim, the graduate path to enlightenment. So these 5 doctrines transmitted through that lineage of the Kagyu, Dung Kagyu. The first one was the generation of bodhicitta is the first one, and the second one is the generation stage of the deity. The meditation of the generation stage of the deity is the second. And the third one is the practice of guru devotion. And the fourth one is called as a method to eradicate the disturbing conceptions. So this is closely connected with the meditation on emptiness. And then the next one is the accumulation of merit and wisdom. And then the last one is after that one has gone to accumulate a lot of merit, then there's the need to practice the dedication of whatever has been accumulated. So thus you find that what one finds within those 5 different divisions are all to be found in the Lamrim and the graduate path to enlightenment, and even so that in the Lamrim there's even more subjects to be explained than what one finds in terms of these 5 different doctrines. So actually there are the 8 great commentaries that could be given on the subject of the doctrine, and the content of that is not anything else from the Lamrim, the graduate path to enlightenment. And then there are 6 other integrations, the practice of 6 integrations.
Lama kusung chung uru sanje satago shinye tensu tama trishin jegi jik tere. Tate lu su jigi ina runga samba jerigi damari kajuri tiye.
And what we find in that great 8 explanations on the teaching, and the first one was to consider one's guru as the embodiment of the 3 bodies of the Buddha. And so that was taught by great master such as the Tsangpa Jere, one of the great Kagyu masters.
And
then also the second explanation given on the subject with respect to great love and compassion, and as well as the boundless joy. And then the next one is the teachings given on the subject of cause and the effect, and as well as the Tibetan rising. And then the next one is the subject exclusively on the practice of guru devotion. And then this practice of guru devotion is the one that was taught originally by the disciple of Milarepa, the Tapu Kaji Tapu Haji. And then the method to achieve the simultaneous realization is the one that was taught, that was already explained before, the Kauma, that great secret teaching, Kauma. And then another one is the teachings on the 6 yogas of Naropa.
Oh yeah. Ta chuje ngonyong sia de jiden chuje pangba chende nang ge shenba do ba jiden cheba nye da ma nye da de da me de nye da me nya de me chi je jiden chuje da ge yu me mo ngonyong ze chende le shenba lo ya be kale ne khawre chu ne dang wo da re.
And then the next one is to overcome the 8 worldly principles, which are closely connected with this lifetime, such as to overcome the overemphasis on this life.
And then the Ordang Konga, Sanju Dogong Che Siati, Sawe Jobasa, Sanga Joba Chimere, Doringo Gordichi, Do Kabare, Ting Shingmedo.
And then another one is a conduct of the Tantra, secret tantric practice, and it's one of the things that this point is closely connected with the practice of the completion stage. So the next one is the practice of 6 integrations. So this include the ones that you find in the mental training, where one is being taught the methods to transform all the unfavorable circumstances into one's practice, such as like the disturbed conceptions, illness, sufferings, and delusions, all these different types. Whatever that one experiences could be transformed into favorable circumstances to help one's practice.
So the next one is there's an explanation on 4 syllables, and so these are syllables are, ma, na, se. So this means that one has to shut off all the conceptions, thoughts that keep arising one's state of mind. And it doesn't mean that one should put everything off, but rather that one should put off all the disturbing conceptions which keep arising one's state of mind, and rather that one should try to develop the power of the meditative stabilization, the collectedness, the samadhi. But then sometimes that this point is a little bit sort of misinterpreted, and it seems that somehow some of the views or the tenets of the Chinese master Hashang has crept into this point. So His Holiness said these days that this point in which that one is to remain in total blank state of mind without letting anything arise in one's mind, but this sort of thing will not substitute any kind of meditation. This cannot be used as a meditation. His Honor thinks that it is impossible that one can in this way, in total blank state of mind,
like remaining like earth and like stone and without life. And if one is able to do like that, then one will not be able to get the means to survive, like the food and the clothing and so forth. It will not be possible. And even even there is something, there's no possibility to remain in that state of mind. In that one is the mind is totally the blank, because that one has to have at least the motivation, at least to remain in this state. So the generation of a motivation is already something that arises in one state of mind.
Kedo insan kedo ke dali chang sung yung du dirwa yela mi jeba de saje ji she yung re sim ji ji za je bas yela mi je ma re sang lu tong ya che de sim ji za ze je re sim ji za je ba dang bo ni ba sim ji ja sa ten ba sum ba sim ji ko sa je ba ji ba sim ji lam chir se ne jichen da gongju gongri ngose yo yi mra do da de ne jior da du su ge she mu du da de ne yin za min da ze me da ze pyo ji ke ba su ge ge me zhu xian su ge min me da da yo re chi su mi le chui ne da do chui ni yin ze me ze ru mo cha yo re di da gar che ne ma je ne ko ja su le no je re ja su le ba la yo ne ja su yo ru ya yo ma re da de ne de yo re da de ne yin za da gang gang zu de she mu ho che 당한지 니 차신치 도로고 차제 침부사 동년 뭐 저제 사대라 다토는 공부 출로도 공토는 따와 출로니 예배 공토는 따와 출로 대제와 다른데라.
So as Holiness says that that the interpretations of these 4 syllables, that what he already had spoken of, then there came to be many different interpretations, that some are quite, to some extent, greatly misinterpreted, and then that causes certain confusions. And so now the Mahamudra, explaining with respect to the sutra, and there are 2 possible ways. One is to search the meditation from the point of view of the meditation. Another one is to seek the view from the base of meditation. So now here, what will be explained is to seek a proper view through a proper meditative methods. That is the one will be explained.
Jingu ma jo ba dinge zena tembu de ba go de sim seri gi cha de ko de ji ne do ta ne de ra ji ji mo ru ba jo ba che ne jo ba de la de ne shi ne gi ngong ne jo ba je sim me yo ngong ne jo ba che ne jo do chi chang bi dinge ze to yong de la dong to yong re ho da shi la sun de ru lu de re sim mu zhe si ne lu gu sim mu zhe lu de re.
So the way to seek this kind of view through meditation is through achieving first the calm abiding of the mind, and in such a way that one keeps the mind totally free from different agitations, such as like the excitement and the lethargy, and so there are many disturbing mental agitations. So one sort of put completely all of this disturbing conception aside, and then developing a power of luminosity and knowing of the mind, and then this will be used to investigate closely, and this will then finally induce, after achieving the calm abiding of the mind, one achieves the special insight, and that is not anything else than just to introduce one's mind to the emptiness.
Tandila ngondro chabndro tong yija tong sha tang de ja cha la men nen jo oti je ti be so si che bus kasin ngalu ge de nirwa cha ji chimole ngondro de son do lo ge cha ji chimole de son yo ja zang ngondro sa ju ma je na mo ji to ni to kha wo yin bare sa ju de da de ri shom go che.
So for any way that whatever type of meditation that one follows, either with respect to the Sutra or Tantra, there's always the need to prepare oneself for this meditation by means of taking refuge in the three jewels, and then also doing the accumulation of merit and purification by reciting the long mantra of Vajrasattva, and also through the practice of Guru Yoga, that one has to prepare for this type of meditation.
Sa jong sia de peveke re sa se de cho sa jong se de diva jong re ta cho sa wa de diva jong ni na ma de ya ge yo che yo ma re.
So actually all the virtues that we accumulate are included in two different activities. The one is the to accumulate, and that is the accumulate all the positive imprints and the positive energies, and the purification refers to the unwholesome imprint, unwholesome energies that one has accumulated. So all the virtuous activities then can be sort of included in these two different activities.
Da shine gombe to go de ngwa gombe go de sim me ba le be zai ji ne ne ba ji go yo yin zang me ba de la sim de de ne sim la sia cha ge ngar ji go.
So when we sort of engage in this kind of a meditation to achieve calm abiding of the mind, then we need the one-pointed fixation of the mind on object, and in such a way that we have full clarity with intensity of the mind being fixed on object.
Number me do ba da ni chong go ye la ni ha jun se da ne ma ri che su na sim tin ru ja ge ya go ba ji ngo yo ya sin se bo ra ma ju ba ji ji yin ba la ma ri ba de sha su ni ma be pong ma rin ru na ne ji wa ji yo cha ji go ni ge me cho ba ju go.
So that one's mind while being in this meditation should have at least two qualities. The first one is to have intensity of clarity, of being able to remain fixed on object, and then secondly that one's mind is not disturbed by any kind of agitations, in the sense that one doesn't develop the disturbing agitations like the lethargy and excitement. So one has to find that the type of mind which will be fixed on object have to have many different qualities. The first one is that it must have full clarity of the object and with intensity, and then the over intensity of the mind, the over sort of exertion of the mind on object also then could produce certain agitations. So the example is kind of a string. If you roll it very hard, then as soon as that you let it loose, then instantly it forms different knots, and so that's not proper. But if you keep it too loose, then it's not hard enough. So you have to be you have to try to find a way to remain in the middle.
They are trained to have a martial Jimato, she is Jiboyo. Delay are drinking the Gobaji on those Samba Tele. That the name of Lushana Chioji was Samba Tele Trinity. Other Triller remove you won't show Sungyo.
So, when you meditate to achieve combining of the mind, you have to use the mindfulness. But if you put overemphasis on the mindfulness to use it sort of in excessive way, then it is possible that it may induce excitement of the mind. So that is again a disturbed conception. And if you don't use it enough of this mindfulness, then it is possible it may produce the mental sinking or the mental lethargy.
Tawana Gobachi the Karaki Jangi Chore. Chiochiwa the Karaki Jangi Chore, Jurup the Karesana, Gobachi the Chabe Chimber. Chiochiwa the Simnyama Vechin. Pena Susubeg Chabachin, Session which is Sanin Dover, Temuchitan Dover, Golo Yabuko in Dover, Tendek in Dover Jonsona, simply Degomare, Govachin, Compadegri. Chabechi. Young Parujila sim do the Tamale to Takaba some simple story you do, and the Gojadi, and the Ching the Zadi at Trombu Yumare. They seem Shumbe Chang. So
the one has to find out the possible causes of these disturbing agitations, such as like excitement, and the excitement arises with respect to the desire. It is produced by attachment and desire towards certain possible objects, like the food, and then certain wonderful things to see and nice dresses. These sort of things could very easily induce mental excitement, and then the mental sinking could be induced by having one's mind sort of lowered, and in this way that one has to avoid arising these different agitations.
Sanglo yambo ji khwar da ko ma ju ji zawe mi ba de so le ni ko ni trebe ta ba yi sin ji long yu ro da de gar sa nirwa long bu chi so ka tem bu ji le da de ja ju ge on dong gu de de gu ro de pe song yo de de yi za sing ge me ji zhen song chu gu ni mi ba de le da mi ba de ka no xie ji sing ge mi ba de chu da gu ri song Nando Ji Kong Ji Bebe Jose, Namdo Ji Wataga, Namdo Toba, Namurdoba Gandeji Juo in the Lamson, Lamson, Dagani Jet, San Tomaju, and the Sim to Mibala Lembati, Tadachik. So the one is that as soon as that certain conceptions would arise which disturbs one's meditation, then instantly one should be able to bring the mind back to the object. And an example is an elephant for that. Regur Kenshin to say petty. Regur Kensia the Gama Jagana Gikesha Imunda, Dakenta Regur Kens, Dajakenta, Regibe, second Suina, Karichunjo Lamsa Redija Jamato and the Helo Chigidena, Misu teacher John Raviol, Karikatu Jago. There is another Chichi Bebe Tandeti Pere. Yanan did it. Oh, Nato Conjumula Deni, and Yenriachi. Tijanum, Chedazini Pu, Jaro, Nichona Guni Lion, Tirimbo Shin said. When the Truchimbu Nanbudu, Jaro, Chakatanovic Chiyuna, to me Sudi Jaro. Zinginalro, Tajas Chumanwa, the Rizani Risayo Marwa, so called Namdas Chundri Devamado, the net less on the Chadilla Shana, Kupin Kachigri. Pin Korakashi, Tsunala washing Yomari. Pago Suko, Posas in Corona Ponamado, Posazani Yomari. Petiri.
So there are many different examples being used in this connection. That one is the two different type of people that who put on fight. One is using the arrow, another one is using a long sword. And the one who has the sword then must be very skillful to use his sword at the right time. Otherwise, that the arrow might sort of would come to his body and then will be killed. So he should be able to be able to cut off all the arrows which will keep coming to his body. And likewise, that one has got to be skillful to know instantly by the power of the mindfulness all these disturbing conceptions which keep arising one's state of mind. And other example is that when you take a journey by boat on the great ocean, then you have to take certain birds with, such like the kata or the raven, and so all of a sudden, if you let it loose, then he will fly away from the boat. But finding no place to land, so finally he will return to the boat. So that is another example. So as soon as that you find out the nature of that thing which keeps arising in your mind, then instantly one will be able to bring back the mind again, to fix it, to get it fixed on object. So the possible objects which could be used for this meditation is like Rinpoche told before. One can use a little image of Buddha as an object for this meditation, and then there are many possible methods connected with this meditation for achieving the mind. And then here one specific thing is that to use one's own mind as the object for this meditation to achieve the karma binding.
sim de kanero chile mi goresena sim dile mi se ali sim ji azon mi yakay yamare tama lama lamene jo lama rangi chiol gu lama suata lame yede je kadin je deba shu ta bu mini chima chuba luji babu duma chanchi ge deba gu ni luji babu yo chanchi de magu ta bu ni ni go ribe ding suata ni dong shu ta bu suata yin rimu ta tabe thala ana lama rangi chiol ma ral tim jinjila basam lama da rang uchi to song nya ba de ne rang no de ba le ru ga la ani ta ne go da ta tu la ngal to da ni ri ji ro che na sa bi ro ya ma je ni ri ji le mi wa ma do ni ri ji che me so do ba ya ma je ba ri do ga ya ma je ba che che da phu ge be de wa le ri be ro ya ma je do me yu do ge be men de ba yu do ge do ba ya ma je ri do ni ja ma che ba che ri do ge na do ge che ju ga ya ma je ba che ngan de ji je me ju Mahamudra ngome so dadan anjo kaya meba ti ma do chonse nyamri ja so che da dire ge san lu san ma do je ngala gari che ngala sim ge gari che ne tiebe ji ma che chinjo ne re le mi wa sam ba rewa da to ba kaya ma je da de sim de ga de ji yo da me de be tele be ne jure mu go ne ta je me ba sim khoram be sing ge mo zang le de ne mi ne do se nyamri ju this in Yamar Juba Gala Sanju Tenju Meva Jen Rube Suru, Ni Loba Drogo, Yela Java Tamja Gaba with the Nechi Yomar. The Nechana and Pengiomar. Same Corona Lamine, Yamar Juba Godu, you are never go. So, Tadi Dombo, Lamenejo de Sandoya, which the Lamarala Tip, yeah.
So, here, before you start this meditation, to achieve karma abiding of the mind, you have to practice the Guru Yoga, and by generating a proper devotion and faith. And then at the same time that one should remember the great kindness of the Guru, and to such a point that that one is completely sort of moved by the great kindness of the Master, in such a way that one sort of then sheds tear, that once the hair of the body completely sort of raises up, and to such a point that one should try to remember the kindness and so forth. And then finally, at the end of the practice of Guru Yoga, the Guru then will be absorbed into one's body, and in such that you receive the complete blessing. And one's nature is united, integrated with that of the Guru. And then in that atmosphere, you remain shutting off all the conceptions, that's like the doing some expectations or to achieve something through this practice. All of these ideas should be abandoned, and remaining in that state as long as possible. So at that point, that the emphasis is on mindfulness, the type of mindfulness that you have to maintain in that state. So as soon as that mindfulness becomes weaker in your meditation, then it induces the different agitations will arise in your state of mind. And then at the same time, that you should use a part of your own mind, which is the introspection, which sort of then carefully watches the whole action, the activity of the meditation, whether it is sort of done getting on smoothly or not. A part of your mind then should keep on watching your own mind. So the thing is that when you have the clarity and as well as the intensity of the mind being fixed on object, and have proper fully capable mindfulness, and then at that point the use of the introspection should be avoided, because if you go on using that, then it could induce disturbing conceptions. But at the same time, that when something negative arises, something disturbing conception arises in the mind, then it should instantly be recognized by this introspection.
Lambuchi simda lambuchi ta tsungare. Lambuchi tu yun ku shu ni shu yore, miza madriza deru chigma da ko lo rugruba, te yiza ko tasa tibe dogi karbu tembuchi le yabuchi tashi gore. Sinji lambu lo nruwa mibe kawa tembu las, miba de tembu uchi chen, miba de le ta gore, ta tasa ti.
So according to the text called the Essence of the Madhyamika, the Middle Way, it says that one's mind being compared to an elephant, and the elephant is something very wild, a very wild animal, and if it is not tamed, so then it should be tied to a very like a stone pillar, and the action of tying to a stone pillar is the mindfulness which will be used to tie one's mind.
타바 통보지 맨이 체르그루와 타바가 소데 젬바들 젬바가 토리 젬베 미바데 마지베 젬바지기 다샤고리.
And but when you want to bind the elephant to the stone pillar, then you have to use a very powerful rope, and the rope here stands for the mindfulness.
yang temba di nyam ro ni chewa chi ya do da temba di ge to zi ge ngan cha ni chewa chi wa da temba di le to le ya to sin to cha ni go ba chi ya chu na shi jin de ge ri ba chi wo shi jin de long che du ya jia ju de chung ge.
And so when this mindfulness then becomes weaker, then it is possible that one might develop this mental thinking, and this should be instantly recognized by the use of this mental introspection. And if also likewise the mental excitement arises, it should also be recognized instantly by the introspection. So the use of the introspection is like an iron hook, which will be used to bind, to tie the elephant.
That's be tembe jun khor chung ne tembe khor ya shene gon lu gon he de ding zeng wo le lu ya de tembe jun de zo che wa shi yin de yong ga an du men du ko da ken za po ru ji le shi yin shi bo mu go sa ji le ge.
And so you have seen that the main thing that one needs to use in this meditation to achieve calm abiding of the mind is mindfulness, that one has to maintain powerful mindfulness all the time. But the use of the introspection is necessary at the beginning stage, but sometimes then there will be a stage when it is no longer necessary to maintain the introspection.
Tam tembe thori zone be ya wo chi jungba go du an sem do z ne be go la sing seri de seru sin mi ba de sebo yong yo re ya baru ji le mi ba de sebo yong de ma de go la ya e jing go la so ba nam do ji wu do na an zhen shi de xie jin ge ri go temba de ya wo ji be zone ton xie jin tembe de bu yin zang temba tembo ji yo na ko namdo jiwa daga shijin ki ri gen shijin chi yung yo. Shijin ki ri so na en daga sizire yana namdo ki muhula tani. Yana namdo jiwa daga simtila ji ma juwa chi su ku ni chenpa kora mipa kora la sha regur kengi taba na shi chi. Yana namdo ki muhula tani. Tenshi ki namdo ki muhudi kene jundu nesu kene jundu zitze kula taiba ku nesu di ye rukuri. Te yesu ne zawe tempa le mibal tempa juyu kore. Rekur kenta, jaro sine puwa dat, pe nipo kanda richi ne, oda tende sen, yon rimu chung kore. Chung ne, ane, jang yung di pa rin ru, ne, ane jinggo ki be ma chue bache, ziji da neba di yung kore. Ziji da neba yung di, be shi jing ki jara shita chi jiyo ma, loi ji lewe tu re, loi shi yi ki sha kore.
So in this way that one has to keep using the mindfulness, and finally then the period of time of abiding one's mind sort of remaining fixed on object then becomes longer. So this period will be prolonged, and then at the same time there are these different factors such as the clarity and as well as the luminosity of the object. But then, if in case that certain agitation should arise, like the mental sinking and excitement, then should instantly be recognized by alertness, mental alertness. And the mental alertness is actually a result of the mindfulness which has been used. And then in this way that one's mind will be fixed again on object. And then gradually this will induce the stage of the one-pointed fixation.
So ji le sha le ru ya de be kar che ni che san le sha ba ma re sim nyam bar sha be ngo ne jing chak be zu ki chema ra ba de ma to shir to ne le ya de nyam sha ge ngo ne le re sim che ba le chung be nya ya kho re ngo ne le ko.
So the to loosen sort of that when the use of the mental alertness is no longer necessary to watch out whether these agitations are arising or not doesn't mean that one completely sort of arising out one's meditation. One remains in the meditation, in the meditative equipoise, but the overuse of the mental factors such like alertness and so forth then will be loosened. no.
콩 뭐지 춤부지 체체야 배 춤부기 저 춤부 멤버 저 시시로 지스요.
So actually that one one remains properly fixed on object of the meditational object, but then the overexertion is no longer necessary.
마지게 숨을 셀지 딘라 르지 심지 조사 되나다 르르르데 되래 르르라 공르브스 르르야데 진국에 바로 마주에 심 왜냐조게 그래서 되는 르르버리 르쇼소 다다문이 르지요 말에.
So here this great Masida, Machi Lobden, she said that when one's meditation is no longer disturbed by the mental thinking and the mental excitement, then this overexertion should be avoided.
Transition besonde jurbu jimbe sinye lena chuwa tsume sor. Jurbu jinsade timbu chene be jurbu kuba jurbu tede baru sigirwa tel palena chuwa simil be chuwa tsume sor. Kong jin la le cha bu shi che ba yin. De ge zele jin sha ne zhu go ba ji yong du sang ge le nu ne tele le. Ta de ne le sha ne qiwa jin du du sa tele jin bu xie.
So actually one has to be very skillful to watch out that when one sort of too much over heightens one's mind, then it could induce excitement, but if one keeps it too loose, then again it could induce mental thinking. So therefore one has to find a middle way.
Oda de la tena sin nyamar juba ni khabu re so da ge sin tu be ni ji shi jas an de ni khabu re da ga ge tu be tanda me le go di ja ka yu mo so re.
So even in this connection, the great master Chandra Komi said that overexertion and over sort of giving effort then will produce excitement that is already in agitation. And then too much sort of loosening one's mindfulness then likewise will produce the mental thinking, and so therefore then it's difficult to develop this stabilization of the mind. So then why not just put it aside?
Mango bache namdo de garji gundu tane namdo de kawa nudu garji gundu be kang jo mu sember cheni namdo de ngo de gande nu zai jun ko mi da be da ji de ni ne ko da de se de mi ye wa ko la du yo da de je yang na namdo de to zi cheni ji wo da ga da de ji ngo du sa la shi ji ri ba da ko ba yu ne zhen be sen se xiang a qi do ko ni de da namdo fang lu.
So when a conception arises in one's mind which disturbs the meditation, then the first thing that you might do is to find out that what this conception is actually doing, what kind of aims, what it is doing, and just to find out the very nature of that conception. Then finally you will not be able to find the nature of that conception which keeps arising. So in this way that it completely vanishes, disappears from your state of mind. So that is one way of overcoming this conception. Another one is that instantly recognizing that it is arising, and then through using the mental alertness that one removes by developing the clarity of the object.
Simti de Roma Jevache, the one Chi Jendata Chi Chingruato, and that Jaway and Bashing will a son of Corindrobo. Anyway, Dojation was under Yovadu, Tindela Truna, tell a troa secret. Then Majuku sent to Yuyak, Sudachiodo, Tembuji, but Mibotoe, sent it to Madevache, those you and Navache, take Goveri. True, you would Chihuahua Mari.
So when you are engaged in the meditation, then it is possible that one might have certain disturbing conceptions, such like going to some other places, or to do something else, or to get some nice foods or like that, and that is a type of scattering of the mind. And then on the other hand, there's this excitement. So these two are slightly different. So His Holiness said that when the mental sinking arises, then you remain actually fixed on the object, but then it seems that it has lost certain power of the fixation, and so it is to some extent sort of being lulled. And at that point, then that one has developed this mental sinking. But when it becomes even more coarser, then it induces the dullness, mental dullness. And then when it becomes even very grosser, then there's this fogginess of the mind. But then sometimes there's another kind of mental sinking, which is the subtle mental sinking. But through subtle mental sinking, that one can accumulate certain virtues. So His Holiness says that at the time of Rinpoche, then there has been many great meditators of Tibetan meditators that who have mistaken this subtle mental sinking for proper meditation, because that when you have these, you could remain in meditation for many days. Rebe dewa shindu jas sinji jasa trusu trugu namu tenda trewe nyinjin jas nyama treme be ko de nyama de sebu be trombu lele yawoji shabe yordan singi jata ji mi ba le sebu tenda trewe nyama na ji gu so de nyama de cho de se shin dangwa ne ba na sinji rang shin de we sewa de la chen ji na do ge be na do de jing ge ma jo ba che be ma ji ba ji. So then after when one has sort of proceeded in this way, then finally the mental alertness then watches out from far distance whether something disturbing conceptions are arising or not within one state of mind. So at that point, there are 6 methods that one can apply in one's meditation, and the first one is like a sun shining without disturbance of the clouds, and that is the sun is shining very warmly and very clearly without any disturbance. Like in one meditation, one's mind is totally free conceptions and mental excitement and various agitations. So that is the first way of placing one's mind.
Chungchen kala dingshen shas, dingsang anzu jachung tong nyo mare. Yaman zawalin jachung yore. Shangshang yore, jachung yore, dingsang yo mare. Yine jachung inji miji goya mendo, jago yoro, jachungmu tsu tani rigdo. Jachungmu nakali ya pirindu, Tama shuba yo ne yazu jing rugu re de, tene shuba yo ben bezu mo go je, shuba jang ne se shi shin rugu re. Rangi ngang ju ne be se shi gi chen rugu yo re. Da na ji shuba de wa sa hajang de zuwa ma je ba na ja rang shu ji jo na je, sim de hajang ting zha ba da hajang se zha ba men ba. Be kong ting la be se che ngar da den ba. Che se cha ba, chen shi ji be zhen ba de shi yin de men zhe ba. The
second way of placing one's mind is compared to an example of Garuda. When a Garuda would fly, or any kind of a big bird would fly in the space, that first they have to move a few times the huge wings they have, and finally they do not need to make an effort. It's sort of then the flying will become spontaneous without any effort necessary. And likewise, that when one is quite developed, then even though that one is using the mindfulness and the mental alertness, but one is able to maintain the clarity and intensity of the mind being fixed on object.
Jasu chimbu dal laba jaya yungde balak chogu yor kala. Balak chogu ne jasu khurang yu togu yor mare. Labdi yor mare. Hadaga nanjin sim minpa jebe jobe kongla nangdo be chamu chungze ki be chungze yu nayang nangdo raba chungze jame yu yagus. Nangdo le chara yorwa.
And the third example being used here for placing one's mind on the meditation is like a sheep on a great ocean, and so that will not be damaged or will not be disturbed by the waves of the ocean. So likewise, that one's mind will not be disturbed by even the subtle and the gross conceptions which arise in one's mind.
Buku chunju lakon nala chi ta chu na be laka remu shi za de chun de ta yun de ta ri chun no le zan da ma remu cha ding ding yo ya de rang la ra ba cha ra ba zang la da ne se de de be mi yin che de ri da na ji shen ye gong be go la yin ne be yu on bu go ma na shi mi na wa na ji lu gi na shi de be yu ye do mo da me wo ga de ji sha yong gu yun de la do ju ma che ba che Yidong wala zong tsema, yidong wala ngenbe tsema tojo ma jeba je chadang ka ne. Mi bala yi zichi do jaba tere, simge mi bala zichi do joba de kuku yore.
Then the next example being used is like a little child when he goes into the temple, then he will sort of instantly then look around then to find the different colors of the designs that one finds in the temple, and he would never try to find out the correctness of how the designs are being made. He will simply be sort of amazed by the different colorful things he will find in the temple. So likewise, even though that there are the use of the different senses, but he will completely put off the arising of the disturbing factors like attachment, hatred, and so forth. He will completely put off these disturbing conceptions.
Kala jafur jishin shas, jadi nakal ba pirindu den runan roare, nakal ba roare, kol ji yomare.
And then
nakal ji jaya yomarwa.
So the next way to place one's mind on object is like a bird flying in the space. So he will not be able to leave any traces or any footprints being in the space that he was flying.
Rangla tsuwa didu, tangyu kar chune ya, chadang mung sung kangi ondo ma dangwa, nyambar njoba tere. tsowa di duki ji su chadang monsu ma tongwa che sen nyambar juwa di chal na khala purwa ji mewa na shen chadang monsu tsowa di du tangyo sungi ji chadang monsu ja ju yo ma re.
So, so like this bird being not able to leave any imprint or any prints, footprints or any traces in the space, so likewise that whatever feeling arises in one's mind, then such like attachment or anything, it should not leave any imprint in one's state of mind.
Rebe deva shen tu jase rebe deva gangla rebe si tu timbe re. Ta tisa timbe ma yinba tile la se mambu yore ma do timbe pa du si de shabe ko du jambu yore. Ko nyambu jambu yore. Ta na shen sim gibe nyamba juba gangla be ting traba rubu tile ma yinba nyamba juba si sim cha dang mu sunge ondo ma dong wa sim he shi jambu che ne gongu gu yore su yore.
And then the one next example is a piece of cotton. If you would place a piece of cotton on the table, then it's very smooth and it's very nice and it's very even. So likewise, that one's mind should not be affected by attachment or hate or like these disturbing conceptions.
Pe gune tobar bu kani chagre sen te gume devo de la ya nyambar ja gume ko dunya ja ngo de la de ne me su ja mari ba dangshin sewa zu jin gong do ya ma ru ba su ro bu da ka do ro bu da yi zhu ga ya me ke dong sang na ha da bu shi shar ju re sing le mi ne go yin zang ho de dar jang be nya ja ngo de ne be gang ge ja ma ri ba dangshin sewa shen de sewa zu jin yung bu gong do ya ma ru ba 동선 나가다보다 나와 대인 소원 대인자 들라더니 정의지 유가 민중이요 메롱 당발로 존이 샤와다고 시기와 제양 차와 니엔데 메지 모zon데 제외냥 차르스 대수 다니바다 도스다디오레 니데 띵게제 제더 대요 루시 신여지 되어 마세는 루신지지바 녀이 소원 deve sintla nondon juba jondon juba lendin juba servatini achane guba nyamr jubare guba nyanju guba do sen guyore shene gudu shene ruyo mare ta dire deve simre ta nyanju ko so shene de che yondu nyanju ko shene ruyo du guba nyanju ko so ingre shene ruyo du ani shene deve simde rede 콜 신의 루용도 신장이 되어 누르 신장 맞이 봐도 신냐바자면 샤부 제고 자주 냐바자 노데네 신냐버 조바데 레디 신의 말이 신의 루발라 르신 신장이 생고리 신도 점버 치토니 예라제다 제시자스 예제 주근원이 예라제바스다 신장이 세워는 늘 예라제다 제시자 소요.
So, so when one keeps on maintaining this kind of meditation to achieve calm abiding of the mind, then at one time that one does not have any sense of seeing forms or any colors or any shape, that one has the sense of remaining in the space, an empty space, and then so in this way that one has to proceed on the 9 different stages. And then finally, at the 9th stage, then when one actually achieves the calm abiding of the mind, then one attains the so-called the pliancy, the physical and the mental pliancy of the meditation.
That dinderang gongjure shene goyade, shenja majibado gongjure. That dela nibanga bondo je tembe jule chungo o tewa gondang tetere ta. 예방하고 두제제 당 이거야 되래 봐봐 도네 예방하고 두제 제지군의 주도 될라 예제 시유로 또 주유로 세네 고유로 다 세네 고데 내 고네 뭐지 마지 봐도 산삼제 세네 고자버 예방하고 두제 제대 뭐네 뭐 세네 샤르디오 맞은 야네도 되고요 또 주유로 되어 콜라 양 고베 고디 산산친데 또 주셔. 예제 시 루데 딘데레마도 예제 니고디 공사 시타시라요. 배나 체진 주부 예제 제바 매바 주부 예제스 체진 주부 제바 매바 주부 예제스 해야 돼 너무 공대도 심디 쉬고 되고요 말 심디 요mer 요리 많이 아버지 또 내그래 대 넘버도 또 베베 냠지 그래 요리 뭐라 많이 아버지 요리지 내버도 또 요말 많이 아버지 저리 뭐지라 내버디게 제지 밖에 제지 시장에 되지 대 공용도 내버 쇼리 저리로 린로
So the 너무 정말 차선 쇼고
알리 동부 도마 공매 고디 도마 남도 시라 이제는 심도 되고 요레스 내버디 뉴지레요 말레스 많이 봐 저ring 그레스
So the when you start this meditation, then there are one has to know there are 5 faults that one needs to put aside, and then one has to develop 8 antidotes, and then 9 stages and 6 powers, and all these things that one has to know. And then at the beginning, that when you start this meditation, then first that you have the sense of being disturbed by the different conceptions which are arising, and there's very little time in which that one is able to fix properly on object.
You
have the feeling that the ability to remain fixed, and so that somehow interrupts the longer period of time in which one is not fixed on object. So what happens is that gradually this ability to remain fixed on object then will become sort of equal amount to the one that one is being disturbed by the different conceptions. So this two then becomes equal to one another, and at that point that one develops one particular mental factor. So then gradually this the time that one is able to remain fixed on object then becomes longer, and the disturbances, the time in which one keeps sort of having the problems, the disturbances, then becomes shorter, and at that time another mental factor, which is the non-different, sort of a non-different mental factor, arises. Then this sort of thing will be continued until one actually attains the pliancy, the mental and the physical pliancy. So that is the mental factor called one-pointed mental factor. But on the other hand, that we should learn the 5 faults and 8 antidotes that one has to employ. So first then we should learn the 5 faults. So the first one is the laziness. And then the second one is the forgetfulness of the object. And then the mental thinking and excitement. And then the overuse of the antidote, and then inability to make use of the antidotes. So Iswani says that usually that the laziness is the one of the worst factors, because that puts off everything, that one doesn't actually come to the practice, one puts off all of this practice for a later stage.
So
the actual antidote to laziness is the effort, that one needs to make effort. It's only said the antidote to laziness is the effort. And this effort is fully dependent on the kind of aspiration to develop samadhi. So then through this aspiration, then it induces the effort that we make. And the cause of the aspiration is the faith. If one does not have faith, then there's no way to have this aspiration.
Yaza juche, neche, nebache, songche, neba tsunduche, nen dumbache, debe ju debache. Ta tsundu zonu yongya, debe de dingen zendu yongurwa juma, shenjang ji yongur, shenjang ge debache, debu dire. Netang, tela neba tang, netang, tela neba tang, judan debu nyeto us, neten dumba, neba tsundu, ju deba, debu shenjang ji yongur. Netang, tela neba tang, judan debu nyeto us. So then what happens is actually when you make the use of the effort, then this will produce finally the samadhi, the meditative stabilization, and that will induce the physical and the mental pliancy. Miba jeba tijire, lel tan danga na jedan danga jesu du pecha la jaba jendo to mare, miba jendo, miba singu yudu shondo, miba sebu majuaje, gongu gongu le miba landu atire, miba jeba tijire.
So with that, the first fault, the laziness is complete. So the second one is the forgetfulness of the object, and this forgetfulness doesn't refer to the text that one has learned by heart. It doesn't mean to forget this sort of things, but rather to lose the object of meditation. And then the third one is the thinking and the mental excitement are counted as one fault.
So the
fact that when the different agitations should arise in one state of mind, like the mental sinking and mental excitement, if one doesn't use the different antidotes at that right moment, then again it is a fault of not being able to apply the antidote.
And Yamama no Chen and Yiver, Chingo Majo Belum Shiki, Abujebe, Selly Shingi, Bell, June, the thing is a journey to Yodu. And Chingo Yunga and Chingo Yunga to go by and Shijan, Chimuya Jona, Kui, go to Yungri. Yae, Chingo Yaji, Chazan, Chingo Majumbo, Yamama no Chen and Yiver, Chundu Majan and Yiver.
So the next one is that when one's meditation is going on smoothly, without any excitement and mental scattering, and at that point, if one keeps on using the mental alertness, then that will induce again mental excitement. So that is another fault.
dire shesarimba ta miba jebe niba tegi nyabu dela be mina meje be tremba dire zo dire ta trembe thori zongoya dire.
That was just a brief sort of count or the naming of those 5 faults. So now the actual antidote which will be used to eradicate the second fault, which is the forgetfulness of the object, that is the use of the mindfulness. And then this mental alertness should be able to recognize instantly as soon as the mental scattering and the mental sinking arises in one state of mind. And then the next one is that as soon as this alertness, mental alertness, then recognizes those arising of the mental agitations, then one has to make use of the antidote to eradicate them from one state of mind. And the next one is that when one doesn't have any the mental sinking or mental excitement arising in one state of mind, then in that way that one should sort of remain fixed on the object of meditation and sort of maintaining one's samadhi, one's power of the meditative stabilization.
So that
was just a rough presentation of the 5 faults and 8 antidotes to achieve calm abiding of the mind. So the one who actually engages in this kind of practice then should have the proper the ethical discipline. So either that the person happens to be a fully ordained monk or a novice or a practitioner of Tantra or a lay person, so at least that one has to maintain the 10 virtuous actions, and if one does that, then naturally that one has less activities, less involvement, and so less involvement then will then have less distraction of the mind, so that is then more suitable for this meditation. So the reason is that the fully ordained monk is actually have less involvement with respect to doing like business or having to work on the field like that, but the situation of the monks today is different than from before. So therefore, because of the external because of the less external involvement, so there's only one involvement, which is to keep, which is to find out the disturbing conceptions which keep arising in one state of mind. Also, that another favorable condition could be is that one must have studied to great extent, and also that one must have gone through a lot of contemplations and having learned many texts. That the person must be well informed of all the situations with respect to existence and also to the liberation, and knowing all the situations of the 6 realms of life, and then the 12 links of interdependent origination, and the liberation and the 3 vehicles, and as well as the great advantages of developing this meditative civilization. So all these details must be precisely learned. So that person must already have the meditations or wisdom arisen from having done contemplations of what he has learned. So that the person then must have gone through these proper stages, that first having done the proper studies or hearing on the subject, and then having done contemplations of what he has learned, then finally during the meditation. So each one depending on the other. So if one doesn't if one is not able to do meditations, then there's no way to achieve the meditative civilization. So even Buddha Maitreya had said that one needs to proceed in these 3 different stages, and first that one is to do a lot of hearing, study, and after that one is to engage in the contemplations, and finally that one goes to enter into the meditation. And according to Sakyapandita, he said that the person who does meditate without doing any studies or hearing, then it is like a person without hand, then make an attempt to climb a rocky mountain.
That's ne tu dan san de gumala razuje. Andire. Mo da gaina. Tandu chunchu shi siarabda sazamada trozama siarabu neji de yuje den siarabda dire sini de cho mishi dan de shenjen la mainos ta shine gumbe kodu nidel den gongju yo mare sanje ge shine gon sapo be khomba zine de ma me de sakhomba che de ma khomba che yigi sha ge gote dan de goni khato ma den so pege de ke phage mi ta de su phata ta de na akui ji ji sa thong za dingen de ne go yo goi the gar go de ba me ja o so ka singa she ma pa than di ma ja chelam ji ji ja me ja me drat de dingen ji tsema drat thu yong shin san lo de ko go yo che da le chu gi drat me gi da chu gi drat me ma wo ya ro ma ro ke lo wo lo de da gi da no ja chi u gi da no de ne ma thu sa ji go yo.
So the one has to find also the suitable places, good places, and also the ones around one, the good assistant, the sort of suitable people be around, and then the places like Rinpoche already explained the last time, that according to Buddha, that there should be special places to be built, like little houses, little cells or the huts for meditation, and the doors should not be sort of face each other, otherwise then it disturb. Each one could disturb the other in the meditation. Also, that the place that one should not hear the sounds being produced by waterfalls, or it's be close to the road where a lot of people pass through. So these sort of things would disturb one's meditation. So the possibility that one can hear the different sounds of the different animals passing by one's house, and like the car or the train, if any of this kind of sound would hear, then instantly it could induce a rising of certain disturbances, like excitement, and so that is like a thorn for developing the proper meditative stabilization.
Sim namdo le simbasa, sim le namdo mumbo meke. Pacho sulen de bodo tsumu da de bachi shinle de bodo leka mambo ke sanlo meke, tong mo ke sim de kago simbo.
So one's mind should be free of conceptions of different involvements, like that one having to pay something to somebody else, or having to get something from somebody else. So these sort of things could disturb very greatly one's meditation. So it is not for someone who has is not fully does not have any contentment and many desires. So these sort of conditions will not be suitable for this meditation. So if one is really skillful in sort of in removing the agitations like excitement and lethargy and so forth, and one is skillful enough in this meditation, one can achieve within 6 months of time. So if one combines this practice or exercise of calm abiding of the mind with the meditation of the generation stage, with 4 sessions a day, then in that way one can achieve the stability of meditation within about a year. So if that is the case, then one will be quite ready to practice Mahamudra with respect to the Tantra in about 3 years' time.
Shadow Jumbo Chito ni Yela Chetan Cheshi Jas, Shanjon Jia Daru, the Gumba Changi, Luigi Nangele, the Sinji Nangele, the Shibori.
So actually, this power of the mind, which is the both luminous and knowing, then in order to achieve calm abiding of the mind, one needs prior to that to obtain the mental and physical pliancy. And indications that one receives for that prior to achieving that mental pliancy is the abandoning of this unserviceability of the physical body and of the mind.
Nengele sambe da de la karinda bichua in the leva jibam nyamachi wonder tombo paruji leva jivo sabruji wonder. Tina medu be ya domegi jivuja memory. Tin nengele sandu go to deochimu jivior. Lula deochivior. Lula deochiva is similar deochivior. Lu Shenjang Toma jivior.
So, an indication that one can get prior to achieving this mental pliancy is some kind of feeling, some kind of tingling that one can feel within the brain, something like weight has all of a sudden come into the brain, and then this will finally be transformed into great bliss. And then, in this way, that first one achieves the physical pliancy, followed by mental pliancy. So that's one achieves the two type of bliss of the pliancy, the physical and the mental pliancy. And it has been said that at the time, for the first time that one generates this physical and the mental pliancy, it is not yet actual calm abiding of the mind. So in some smaller texts it was said that at the point of achieving this physical and mental pliancy, then it is a kind of distraction of the mind, and one feels being sort of lifted up in the space. And as soon as that this feeling sort of dies down, then it's the actual time that one has achieved the calm abiding of the mind. But in the major text we find that as soon as that one achieves the mental pliancy, physical and mental pliancy, one has already achieved the calm abiding of the mind. So you could see that through achieving the calm abiding of the mind, then one can generate, on the basis of that, one can generate the special insight. And so through that one can achieve the stage of superior. And either if one happens to be a follower of the Sarvaga or the Pratika Buddha path, one achieves the state of an arhat. And if one is the follower of the Bodhisattva path, then one achieves the superior stage of Bodhisattva, and one achieves the liberation, one achieves even the Buddha. And so thus you see the calm abiding of the mind is the source of many great qualities that one can achieve on the basis of that, such as the power of the clairvoyance, and the power of the great miracles, and the 37 harmonious factors or elements of enlightenment. And one can achieve the great realizations and great abandonings, and one can achieve all the great qualities of Buddha's bodhisattva mind.
Shinen Toro Chen Zuru Den Chuan Do San Chen Yu Mare. Shinen To Nagal Piri Chogre Sangre, Lansan Pisa Ragumare. Nagal Pin Nagala Kulon Consume, Sajunume, Peshanime, Kanjore. Chachi Ganga Piri Deore, Tanaka Yomare.
So Rinpoche said that one shouldn't have in the mind that through achieving this calm abiding in the mind that one will be able to fly in the space like birds, and that's not anything fantastic about being able to lift oneself in the space. Even those little birds are flying all around, and one cannot achieve anything great just being able to lift up oneself in the space. And then after having achieved the mental quiescence, the samatha or the calm abiding of the mind, then how to introduce oneself to the mind. That is the point.
Darin dulu jigene simji chunye singi dingi dumbanye de tongore. Singi dingi chunye tongwa jebala be singi tongse be tongshi sewa be dingi zegi seri di yore di dela singi tongne tonggu yomare. Tongne tonggu yomare de ine be singi be chunye dongo song dabu be lagi tongyongwa yinsi je. Tebe ngon de yinsi ngon song jume, mele ten jume be Kama Shara Sim the Shawa and Zinjume. This Sanji Parjan Sutebe, the Mangai, send the things on the Moshen Kanga look at the Siguri. Sim Sanja Yimba de Tumai, Sim Sanja Yimba is that thing when a radio mari. Ready in it, Maranzuki Simge did Gonzugo Muturi. Sim Gonzo Benelu, the Shambaraman, Sint Davaranji, Maru, Sutana, Gene, Pazet Suzeri, Sing Junior to Yomari. Singi chunye thongwa la ta jene ngo zhuo ta soni de ba chi xie tu na ne soni no ni ga re sa
zhe ma ni
soni sa ga yi mi xian da
san no
ba
ma
soni ga re
zhe ba ma
shu ge xie chu ba
la ya
soni shu ge xie ju yo yin ne chu zhe xie xie ju za de mo ma san de lo xia shu da de.
So it's only said that what is to be understood is the emptiness with respect to one's mind, and that is to through this the luminous non-fact of the mind, then one comes to understand finally the true nature of the emptiness. But that what one understands then cannot simply be described through words. It cannot be shown to the others. And because that one comes to first to understand the conventional nature of one's mind. And then gradually this will lead one to actual realization of the state of mind. No.
Singoti yabu chogri, Latung Tonyel Jobajiba Latung Tona, Tibachimi Julan Trotosore. The Madojan Shene Zangida, Kayo Maridina, Kumatona Kame Yudeshimbo, Jung Kong of Jigri. Ready, the Songoni Shene Toka Yujumari, Kujumendo.
So it's only said after one has achieved the calm abiding of the mind, then one achieves the special insight. And then this is going to happen that when one has arrived at the stage called the heat of the preparation part. But today that one doesn't hear anybody in reality having achieved the calm abiding of the mind. One doesn't hear such things.
Da shine ge gozo sin seri ge mu thong wa de sin ge dong ye thong ma re de sin ge gong zu ne lu thong wa re That in the age of the Chasha, yeah. That could be just a situation going.
No, then the cards of the English commerce. Can you would?
She needed a wish, sorry.
No,
Sing Moseri, Session bed, Geneva, Tang said, Toya, she needing is Toya Della, Simji Gonzo and Nelu to Tomori, Gada Menelu, and the Shenwaris.
So when you achieve the calm abiding of the mind, then there is these factors within your mind, which is about clarity and luminosity. But at that point, you have only seen the conventional nature of the mind, and the ultimate nature of the mind still remains to be developed.
Gonzo Demba Sea, the Tonia Mahimi Chu Kangari. Tanda Demba Sea, Tombanian Sigri. Gonzo Tung, Singi Gonzo Nelu Tumari, the Gonzo Demba Tumari. Gonzo Demba Shena, Tonia Hola Shemuri. Tonia Mado Bado Gonzo Demba Imba Hakumari. Gonzo Demba Sona, Tunan Nesu Zumba Imba the Shan was on. Yanko Cheo, the Oma get Naja Triabu Shena, Shira Cheo Imberita, Oma the Bear, Naransube. Children and Chundu, Pechatadu, children at Talangami Desa, Chisan de Majuaje, Tayaza and Chisan, Pechatani Talome, Tamistrola Chimber Matoje, Pechangarazo Uma Jubata, Siseni Jochimu, Lurugisu Trure, Telendreva Jerushige, Lisheni Voyore, Tanaje, Laurin Chimbel Hatun Cordiore. Sashi Tishan Yori, Jube Tishan Gumar say Yori. Any like Ben Tachi to the Mamuyor, the letter lodging Yaguyorte, Tatu Yomari, in a Monoja Sade Sareta, Tajaran Solution Sugi, Shene Gum Devale, Takai Yabunda, Tunichitor, Shene Toro, Shene de Shitari, and Shene Matonani, Gunjo, you can go Gungu de Jumana, such a Gioda Gunjo, Shona Juyo Kabu. Do men Yuba Chavri, Boruchila.
So this one says there are a lot of the differences that one needs to study precisely. So when you through these understand the conventional nature of the mind, then but still you haven't understood yet the true nature of the conventional truth. So these two are different. Conventional nature and conventional truth are different. And so all of these details could be learned through many different texts. That what one actually studies in the monasteries is one says given a long list of texts with respect to Madhyamika and so forth. And so one can study all of those by the text like by Nagarjuna and then Je Rinpoche and so forth. Many commentaries on the subject of Madhyamika, the middle way, but then this needs a long time to study all of those. But then if you meditate correctly, there's no danger. But if you would make certain mistakes in the meditation, then that could cause serious problems, like like with the one's life wind and so forth. And then once it develops this kind of problem, it's very difficult to correct.
Kyabje Zong Rinpoche